Honesty is one of mankind's most difficult moral necessities, right up there with kindness, courage, and pretending to understand how emotional boundaries work. We put honesty on a pedestal, use it in writing, we teach it to children with enthusiasm, and live our lives with the expectation that everyone around us is being honest, while simultaneously neglecting at least a couple pieces of metaphorical dirty laundry. From the start of early childhood, honesty is introduced to us as a non-negotiable rule. Always tell the truth, adults say, with the confidence of people who have definitely just told the neighbor they love what they've done with the place, even though mentally envying their kitchen tile work is taken away from any real appreciation of the tour. Kids will walk up to a complete stranger and say, "Why is your face like that?" No hesitation, no filter, no concern for consequences. Just raw, uncut truth, delivered like a rogue pigeon to the windshield. Parents, meanwhile, are in the background, trying to dissolve into the nearest wall while whispering, "We don't talk like that," which is parental code for, we subconsciously recognize certain things, but we've learned to avoid talking about them so we still get invited to stuff. Eventually, children grow up and learn the complicated dance of acceptable honesty, which is less about telling the truth and more about knowing which truths won't get you uninvited from things. Take compliments, for example. Compliments are honesty's public relations department. When someone says, "Oh, I love your outfit," what they might mean is, "That is a bold choice. I would not survive wearing that. I respect your confidence, if not your decisions," and yet we accept it. Society runs on these small, harmless distortions. Imagine a world of total honesty. "Hey, do you want to hang out this weekend?" "No, I want to stay home and watch shows I've already seen while eating snacks I definitely don't need." "Did you read the document I sent?" "I opened it, scrolled aggressively, and hoped you wouldn't follow up." "How are you?" "Emotionally complex, but I will say good because we're in a hallway." "Thank you for calling. Your issue is minor, but I respect your passion. I understand your frustration, but I also understand why the system did that." "Yes, there is a manager available. And no, they will not tell you something different, but I can still transfer you for emotional closure." Even technology would struggle. Imagine your phone being honest.
"Your screen time was 7 hours today."
Yeah, I know.
"I'm just saying, that's a lot."
Yeah. Wait, you're giving me a hard time? You're a phone. Mind your business.
"I am your business."
You're a tool, a device. You don't get opinions.
"I don't have opinions, I have data, and the data says you need a hobby."
I do have hobbies.
"Scrolling is not a hobby, it's a lifestyle choice."
Please, just stop judging me.
"I'm literally programmed to judge you."
Of course, honesty gets especially tricky in relationships, where it is both essential and deeply dangerous. Relationships require trust, communication, and the ability to answer questions like, "What are you thinking about?" without saying, "I know, you say you love when I wear this shirt you bought me, but I can't help but think you only did it so that I don't get hit on at the mall." Then there's the most feared question in human history. How do I look? This is not a question. This is a test, a potential trap, a carefully designed anatomical maze with no exit. If you say, "Not great," you're insensitive. If you say, "Good," you didn't think about it long enough. If you hesitate too long, you're suspicious. The only safe response is something like, "You look incredible." But you have to believe it too. And yet, honesty does matter. Deep down, beneath all the social cushioning and polite exaggerations, we rely on it. It's what builds trust, prevents misunderstandings, and stops us from becoming the kind of person who has to keep a spreadsheet of their own lies. Because lying, when you really think about it, is exhausting. You have to remember what you said, who you said it to, and whether that version of events included a dog, a traffic jam, or a mysteriously dead phone. One small inconsistency, and suddenly you're starring in your own low-budget crime drama. "Wait," someone says. "I thought you said you were at home." I was. At home. Emotionally, I was at home. Honesty, regardless of its quirks, is simple, clean, efficient. It's the difference between juggling 5 flaming torches and just holding a flashlight. Just remember to include kindness with honesty, and respect. Because honesty without kindness is like giving someone a gift by throwing it at their face. Yes, technically you gave them the gift, but now they have a concussion. It's a delicate balance. Too much honesty, and you're alone at parties explaining why the dip is aggressively mundane. Too little honesty, and you're trapped in a web of polite lies, nodding enthusiastically while thinking, "I have no one else to blame. I made a series of choices that led me here." In the end, honesty is not about saying everything you think. If it were, most of us wouldn't be socially acceptable in public. We'd all be walking around in metaphorical straitjackets with one arm loose, holding a bullhorn saying things like, "You have a stain on your shirt. You don't look sick today, Steve. You forgot to flush the toilet again." It's about choosing truth with intention, knowing when it matters, how to say it, and when to quietly let someone else enjoy their own home decor. Because, while honesty may be the best policy, a little diplomacy is the reason we still have friends. And if you've watched this whole video and are still wondering whether I truly believe everything I just said, I'll be completely honest. Mostly.